A troop shall overcome him. That's from Genesis, the 49th chapter, concerning Gad. This is from the History, or this is History Channel, or History.com, which you have a channel called the History Channel. This is their website. Anyway, it says the colonists, which are Esau, Edomites, coming to this land to take this land over. And to take this land over, they had to take out the people of the land when they got here. It said the colonists give infected blankets to Native Americans as biological warfare. It says there's evidence that British colonists in the 18th century, which is the 1700s, America gave Native Americans smallpox infected blankets at least once, but did it work? Let me skim through this. Here it says North American colonists warfare against Native Americans, and by the way, they declared war against the natives because the natives were here. They came over here and took the land by violence. It says often was horrifyingly brutal, but one method they appear to have used, perhaps just once, shocks even more than all the bloody slaughter. The gifting of blankets. You know what the word gifting means? It means we're giving this to you for free. And this thing, the Crown Vic 2020, Maxine Waters, whatever you want to call it, how are they pushing it? They're saying they got to, first and foremost, the people that need it most are so-called blacks, Latinos, they call them Latinx now, and the Indians. They're going to hit the Indians again. So red flags should go up. If their focus, if their thing is, we're going to give you this for free because we love you, all of a sudden the so-called white man, went to sleep and woke up righteous. Scripture says, how can you bring a clean thing out of unclean? You can't do it. It says in the Apocrypha, in the book of Sirach, never trust thine enemies. The gifting of blankets and linens contaminated with smallpox. The virus causes a disease that can inflict disfiguring scars, blindness, and death. The tactic constitutes a crude form of biological warfare. And it was the military, I believe, that actually went out and said, we got a blanket for you all so you can keep, warm in the winter. It says, but accounts of the colonists using it are actually scant. There goes Esau. We really didn't do it to all of them, We really didn't want to do it. More proof that this man's a devil. Colonial weaponizing of smallpox against Native Americans was first reported by 19th century historian Francis Parkman, who came across correspondence in which Sir Geoffrey Amherst, commander-in-chief of the British forces in North America in the early 1760s had discussed its use with Colonel Henry Bouquet, a subordinate on the western frontier during the French and Indian Wars. So this goes back to chemical warfare, biological warfare, which people died slowly. For all the outrage the account has stirred over the years, there only one clearly documented instance of a colonial attempt to spread. See how they saying we just gave it to one Indian guy, that's all. And we really didn't even know what was in there, and he just happened to die. To spread smallpox during the war, and oddly, Amherst probably didn't have anything to do with it. There's also no clear historical verdict on whether the biological attack even worked. Come on, we know that they gave certain Gadite tribes, or one in particular, blankets that was laced with the smallpox, which is a virus, had spread at Fort Pitt. Early American historian Elizabeth Fenn of the University of Colorado Boulder lays out her theory on what happened in her 2000 article in the Journal of American History. In the case in the late spring of 1763, Delaware, Shawnee and Migo warriors, which are Gadites, inspired by Ottawa war leader Pontiac, laid siege to Fort Pitt, an outpost at the confluence of the Allegheny and Monongahela rivers in present-day downtown Pittsburgh. I give you a lot of this bullshit-ass history. Let me just... Okay, this is a quote. When you read this article, this is Sir Jeffrey Amherst wrote a letter regarding the use of smallpox blankets as a weapon against Native Americans. It says, and this is a quote, "We must, on this occasion, use every stratagem in our power to reduce them, meaning to kill them off." Anyway, that's all I'm going to read. What I'm going to do is I'll leave you a scripture, a precept. Let this thing come up. Okay, this is John 10. And this is the Lord talking about the wicked, evil scribes and Pharisees. But this applies to Esau now. John 10:10. "The thief cometh not but to steal and to kill and to destroy. I am come that they might have life, and that they might have it more abundantly." Anyway, with that, I'm going to say shalom.